Despite what the sign says up there, we're actually in Ridgewood, Queens today. Middle Village is heading down that direction. I thought I might have seen an old sign there. I do love my old signs, but not the case. So what we're actually going to do today is take a little look around Ridgewood, Queens. Now there's really only one item on the agenda that I want to talk about today, which we will be at soon. Then after that, the rest of the trip will just be a nice little walk around. But the first building coming up here in just a couple of minutes, it's quite an historic building here in Queens. It's nothing like it once looked like, but I can at least tell you the history about it. Now this building here used to be Carl Amers, the famous Queen's butcher. Now the building I really wanted to show you, looks like they've got construction going on, so I don't know if I can even get in there. We'll go around to the front. I might have to get a long shot of it because I don't think I can get in there. It's this building right here. See if we can have a look. Isn't that a shame? We're not going to get in there. I think what I'm going to have to do is probably cross the road so we can at least get a long shot. Well, actually we can see a little bit of it right here. So hopefully you're not getting too much of reflection here. But this building here used to be the Oasis Theatre, which was opened in 1927. And it was opened as a silent movie theatre. The very first, actually no, let me get that right. Also in 1927, The Jazz Singer, which was the first talkie. That was also released in the same year. So this theatre opened as, let me cross the road right now. So this theatre opened in 1927, as I was saying. It's called the Oasis Theatre. It ran all the way to the 1970s. There's some debate as to what the last film shown here was. Romantically, people saying that Rocky was the last film shown here. But there are people online saying that they saw Star Wars here, Kentucky Fried Movie, and these were all films that came out after Rocky. Now, when this closed sometime in the 70s, it then got converted into a roller rink, and for many years it was like one of those New York disco roller rinks there. But there was a little gap of about 2 years between the theatre and the roller rink, and I did some research online, and it turns out that there were actually some concerts here. Now, there's very limited information about the concerts, but the ones that I did find, the Dead Boys played here, Richard Hell and the Voidoids, the Ramones. So it seemed to be like a punk venue back in the 70s. Maybe if there's some New York people, they might remember that era, and they can perhaps update us in the comments. Quite famously, there was a concert with the Ramones and Richard Hell, and the police were called, and the concert got called off halfway through. I'm not sure if that's why they stopped doing concerts here, but potentially that was the concert killer for this particular hall before it became a roller rink. Anyway, that's all that I have to talk about today. Now we're going to go for a little walk through Ridgewood. There are a couple of churches towards the end of the video, so if that's the type of thing that you like, then you might want to skip to the end, because otherwise we're just going to go for a walk.